There are always going to be people who disbelieve, demanding, "Where's the evidence for the things that you say?" Meanwhile, I say, it's they who have been deceived all along. Whether revolution happens in the realm of the physical or not is not the real question at hand, for the thread which is occurring en masse is a reformation of how we as human beings think about the world and its leaders. We are all of us descended from a heritage of people who for 2,000 years were too afraid to ever question the king, the politicians, yet more especially the church on any matter whatsoever. What people were told was the truth, the end. Fake news has been around for a long, long time. It's simply another means to describe brainwashing, persuasion, indoctrination, influence, and conditioning. A perfect example of this is the story of Mary Magdalene. Her name has been branded as a woman of loose character, a prostitute, a sinner, a woman with a bad name. Now, it's since been admitted by the Vatican that this slander was in fact a fabricated propaganda created by Pope Gregory the Great for political gain. Certainly, it's a necessary story in history worth reassessing if we are going to change the underlying belief systems of our society for future generations to come. For it seems that we as a humanity can no longer trust in the lies that our forefathers were force-fed. As for lambs to slaughter, our intelligence and our consciousness has definitely been tampered with. Here's a perfect example. Mythical Eve and Mary Magdalene became the whipping girls for femininity's fall from grace. Therefore, by default, every woman became guilty of being the cause for man's indiscretion and weakness. It's time for us to heal from these very deep psychological wounds. More wars have been fought over belief, or rather their differences, than for any other reason, and I can't help wondering, what went wrong? Mary Magdalene was the first in a series of extremely successful fake news propaganda campaigns. For still now, 2,000 years later, people know nothing of the truth, believing these things to be nothing more than conspiracy theories. Yet it's extremely important for us to understand how through her story we have been affected as a humanity at large. Mary and the goddess with her were forced into exile, and now through her story, revealed within my book, Woman in Red, the divine feminine will finally be restored. Prophecies are to be fulfilled, and the world can finally heal from all the injustice and domination. It struck me hard. There was so much suffering in this world. There had to be some purpose to it all. The voice of the persecuted Magdalene invites you to enter into a journey, to move beyond human struggle and to give voice to your soul. The door has been opened. All you need to do is read my book, Woman in Red. This is the first in a series on persecuted women in history, and though it's a novel, it has profound wisdom within it, which, like a hidden treasure, has the power to unlock the secrets and bring about change in both the way that we think and in the way that we live life on earth as a global family.